Yo, 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 what's going on? This is Tony's 10. Penn State, Drew Allard. I was wrong about that. Notre Dame, Leonard Riley. I was wrong about y'all.
Who's this man?
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I was wrong about that. But I did pick 10 games. So the two that I got wrong, that means I got 8 right. We'll go over the 8 that I got right. And you're Tony's 10. Week 1 recap. Let's get it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is Tony's 10. We're going to get it in. Recap week 1 edition. How y'all doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Week 1, great week of college football. Glad to have college football back. Missed you, college football. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone that's listening, thank you as well. We're going to get it in. Not going to take too much of your time. This is Tony's 10, meaning I'm going to try to give you as much information that I can give you in the sport that I'm talking about for the day or for the moment in just 10 minutes. Here we go. Week 1 recap. Like I said before, to start off the show, Penn State went to West Virginia. Penn State took care of business out there in West Virginia. I didn't think they would do it. I didn't think I had more higher hopes on West Virginia than I did have down hopes on Penn State, if that makes any sense. But at the end of the day, Drew Allard, man, he came to ball. Those running backs, they came to pack it in, pack it up, pack it in. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, Penn State might be a scary team in the Big Ten. They're definitely a team I'm going to watch out for. Definitely a team I think everyone else should be watching out for. Notre Dame. Now, I did say, and in my defense in the Notre Dame thing, I did say that Leonard Riley was one of them ones, and he proved it. He proved me right on that. The defensive end for A&M, the kid that was from Purdue, I believe he got hurt in this game. Now, I'm not trying to use that as an excuse, but I am trying to use that as an excuse. He got hurt in the game, but man, Notre Dame looked really good. And their kicker, that kid, man, Notre Dame's going to be scary because they're well coached. I like Freeman as a coach, man. They're going to be a problem. They're going to be a problem. And they could be undefeated. Now, the thing about them, if they do go undefeated because they're not in a conference, the highest seed they can get is 5th. So that's a downer for that because they're not in the conference, because those first 4, no matter what the record is. So even if a team from the Big Ten loses 3 games, but they're the conference champ, they're still going to have a higher seed, and they're still going to have, I believe, a bye to begin the playoff. As for a team like Notre Dame, who is not in a conference, they're the highest they can get, no matter what their record is going to be 5th. But with that being said, man, Notre Dame looked really good. They looked really good. They looked really poised. They looked like a team that didn't care where the game was at. We'll do it whenever, however. You know what I mean? So hats off to them. Props off to them. Shouts out to them, however you want to say it. But for those 2 games, you know, man, you can go ahead and...
Who's this man?
I'll accept that. But like I said, I did get 8 games right out of the 10. So we'll get into the 8 that I got right. One of them I got barely right. Oregon. Oregon, what are you doing? What is going on, Oregon? Come on. I know I'm just talking to myself, but Oregon, man, they almost lost it. They almost gave it up. Shouts out to Idaho. They played well. They came into Oregon. They came into Eugene like, bro, we don't care nothing about none of that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't care nothing about that. So props up to them. Cam Ward. That's all I'm going to say. I told y'all that Cam Ward is going to be playing on Sundays. Cam Ward is one of them dudes. Cam Ward might be sitting in New York trying to get that trophy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Cam Ward's one of them dudes. Watch out for him in the ACC. The Florida State, Florida, I don't know what is going on, especially with Florida. That was shocking. I did predict Florida to lose. I didn't think they would lose 260 yards getting ran on them like that. Lose. DJU, he may not be the solution out there. I like the kid a lot. But either you're putting too much on his shoulders or he's trying to do too much. And you need to like make it easy for him because it's looking like it's difficult for him and it shouldn't be. Florida State is a talented team. Florida, on the other hand, you might have just played a buzzsaw in Miami. Miami just might be that good. Florida, I feel like at the end of the year, you might be talking about a team that's won 5 or 6 games, maybe. Or you could be talking about a team that's won 8 to 9 games. You just don't know with Florida, especially with that first game. You don't know what you're going to get. But something's going on in Florida. I don't know if it's something in the water. But Florida and Florida State, man, they did not look good, especially Florida State. If I was more concerned about one or the other, I'd be more concerned about Florida State because it doesn't seem like the coach for Florida State is willing to bring in the backup. So that's got to be kind of troubling because he sees more than, the average Joe sees. So if he's not bringing them in a game time situation and the game is going like that, if you saw the game last night, I mean, the crowd was even cheering, bring in Brock. We want Brock. So Brock is the backup quarterback. Anyway, Georgia. Georgia is who we thought they were. Georgia, the number 1 team, beat Clemson by 31. Clemson, I think, will still be a good team. I think Clemson will be decent. I don't think they'll contend for the ACC, but I could be wrong. I mean, this is all just my opinion. But Clemson just don't have the dogs that Georgia has. And that's not a knock on Clemson or anything. They played as well as they could play. It's just that Georgia's that good. Georgia, like I said last week, Georgia is probably the best coach team, has the best coach, and probably has the best players. Flat, period. Nebraska. I did not talk about Nebraska last week. I'm talking about Nebraska this week. Nebraska's scary. Dylan Rayliola, I don't know what his name is. That kid can play. That kid can ball. I forget the pass that he threw to, I'm just bobbling with the brain. But he threw a beautiful pass. It was like a 50-yard pass to this kid. God, I want to say his last name was Johnson, but it's not. I got Kyron Hudson on the mind, so I'm sorry if I can't get some of these names right. But he threw a pass to a kid. The kid made an awesome move, got into the end zone. Nebraska's offense looks really good. They look like they're going to be a problem. That's a team that I would be worried about is Nebraska in the Big Ten. Like I said earlier, Kyron Hudson, USC, LSU. Wow. Definitely game of week 1. What a game. Both of those teams should be proud. Even LSU should be proud. I did hear what Brian Kelly said. He's upset at some of his players. Understandable. Some of the penalties that happened, some of the things that happened. But it was just all in all, it was a good game. It felt like a playoff game. It felt like it felt like an SEC Big Ten game. You know what I mean? That's what it felt like. So it was good. It was good to see that. It was good to see USC might have a quarterback. And Kyron Hudson. Kyron Hudson. Put the left side on the map, my boy. Shouts out to Kyron Hudson. 2 miraculous catches. USC is going to be problems, boy. USC is going to be a problem. Florida State, BC, like I talked about that a little bit. BC, man. Costellas, great quarterback. Over 260 yards rushing. Florida State, come on. You got to get it together. Anyway, that's my week 1 recap. Man, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for giving me a little bit of your time, man. You know what it is. You know how it is, man. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate the love. Also, if there's a team or anything you want me to predict or anything, just let me know. Hit me up if you can. Give a shout out to your boy. With that being said, I will be giving off my predictions for the NFL week 1. So Tony's 10 predictions for the NFL will be coming here in a couple days. Also, predictions for the NCAA college football games will be coming up in a couple days. And that is my time. That's Tony 10. Peace.
man?